Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister says, I am currently in Makkah, but I feel that I am not making the most out of my time in the city. I feel very lethargic and irritable. Others are completing extra tawaf, but I am with my 8-year-old son who cannot walk much in the heat. I also do not have the energy to attend tahajjud and fajr in the haram. I am worried that my lack of engagement with voluntary acts of worship is a punishment from Allah. Aside from making dua, what else can I do to gain the maximum benefit from my time in Makkah? So, I think first and foremost we should recognize that being in Makkah is a great blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are millions of people around the world, millions of Muslims, who would wish to go to Makkah or to be at Makkah in any time during their lives, but they never had that opportunity or are unable to have that opportunity. So I think first and foremost, the fact that you are in Makkah, we recognize that that is a blessing. You made an effort, whatever effort that was, to go to Makkah, alhamdulillah. And I think it's also added, you should add to that, that while you make an effort to go to Makkah, you make an effort to do extra. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has no need to bring you all the way to Makkah, then to punish you. I think that is not thinking well of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should as Muslims think very well of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be very grateful, be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He decreed and allowed us and facilitated for us to come to Makkah. It's a great blessing. Now you have your son with you, which is an added responsibility, I understand that. Now tahajjud is can be done inside the haram, in the masjid itself, but also you should know that anywhere inside the haram, anywhere inside the boundaries of the haram, inshallah ta'ala, there is a reward. There is an increased reward, whether you are in the masjid or whether you happen to be in the hotel or even somebody's house within the boundaries of the haram. So inshallah ta'ala, wherever you offer your salah within the haram, there is a reward of 100,000 times to that what you are offering. So if you can't actually make it to the Salatul Jama'ah, but you're offering the obligatory prayers in your room or wherever you may be, inshallah you should recognize there is a reward for that. Now, if after that you think, well, I'm not offering tahajjud, well, you are, if you like, accountable for your own deeds, and would you give to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are ill, then may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you shifa. But, when you say you feel very lethargic and irritable, try to find the reasons behind that. You're not getting enough sleep? Is there an illness? Or what is the reason behind that? But certainly we should not have thoughts that Allah Jalla wa Ala brought me all the way to Makkah to punish me. No, we don't think like that. And we should never think like that. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى السلامة والعافية. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Ameen. But you say, aside from making dua, well, make dua as much as you can. If you have charity to give charity to poor people if you see them around haram. Or there are well-known charitable organizations. In the clock tower, there's charitable organizations. You can give to them, the Quran schools, printing the mushaf, giving to the orphans, in official means of giving charity. That way you can be assured that your charity goes to those who are absolutely deserving, inshallah ta'ala. And if you can, try to choose the cooler moments of the day, usually in the night time where the haram is air-conditioned. You shouldn't feel too hot, especially with the King Fahd entrance. There is women's sections there. Try to make some salah, inshallah ta'ala. Make the most of the time that you are in Makkah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from you. Ameen. And Allah knows best.